get started. First, we need to make the wings. So take your darker bands and put the first one on the loom, like that. Then take a second band and put it like that. Then we're going to go diagonally. So take another band and go diagonally on this side, and then the same on the other side. Now we're going to build up by one on this side and go diagonally again to the middle. And we're going to do the same on this side, but we need to add one more to the middle. So now add one to this side and go diagonally into the middle. Now we have to add one more to this side and end it with a cat band, which means you have to wrap it around 4 times. But one final part to secure it is to put a triangle shape around here so it doesn't fall apart. So from this peg, go to the middle and then to the other side like that, so you have a triangle. Now you're going to make the wing again on this side of the loom. So we have to do the exact same thing. So the first band, your second band, then you're going to go diagonally on this side and then on the next. Then you're going to build up on this side and then go diagonally into the middle. Then you're going to add one more to the middle and another one to this side and go diagonally into the middle again. Then you're going to add one here and tie a cat band, looping it around 4 times. And then you're going to add that final triangle from this peg around this peg in here, like this. So now we've got both our wings. So now you have to tie your loom on its side like this, and we're going to start looping. So let's loop the first one. So go underneath the cat band and grab the first band like this. Then hoop it onto the second band peg. And then you're going to go underneath this triangle band here and get the first band underneath that. And it should be attached to this peg. See? And now you're going to attach it here. Now we're going to go back to this peg underneath this first band, grab the bottom band, take it up and loop it here. We're going to take this band and attach it to the middle peg here. Now we're going to go back to here and take the bottom band. We're going to loop it to this peg in front. Now we're going to take the first band here, which is going diagonally to this side. And now we're going to continue on this side. So take the bottom band again and loop it forwards. Now take the band here and loop it diagonally to the middle. Now we need to finish the middle. So take this band here and loop it here. Now, to secure off, we have to take the very bottom band in here. So go underneath all those bands and take the bottom band, which is this one. We're going to loop it up like that. Now we're going to do the exact same for this one. Go underneath the cat band, pull the bottom band up and pull it over this first peg like you did before. Go underneath that triangle, get the first band, which is going diagonally to the middle, and pull it there. Now you're going to go back to this peg, pull that band up and to this side, and this one to the middle. Now we're going to go from this peg, taking the bottom band up to this peg, and then the first band on this peg should be connected to this one, and we're going to loop it here. Now we're going to continue on this side. Take the bottom band, loop it up to this peg. Now take the bottom band on this side and loop it diagonally here. Now we're going to carry on in the middle and take this bottom band, lift up and take it in the middle. Now we're going to go underneath all those bands and take the bottom band up, like this. Now the final step with the wings is to take it all off the loom, but make sure you leave these two bands on so the wing doesn't fall apart. So take it all off the loom to use your hook to help you. Take it all off carefully, like this, and leave it like this for now, and then the same for the other side. There. You might want to stretch your wings out a little bit, just to be sure they're not all tight, all the bands are tight together. Now we don't need the wings just yet, so we're going to put it on the holding instrument for later, or anything else you can put it on. So you're going to go take this bottom two bands and put it on this mini hook. And the same for this. So that's one step of our bird done. We have our wings. Now we're going to make our feet. We don't need this for now, and we're just going to use a hook. So take one of your orange bands and wrap it around your hook 4 times. Then take one of your lighter bands and put it on the hook like this. And then you're going to take all these bands and put it on here, like this. Until you get all those orange bands onto your lighter blue band like this. Now you're going to set this band aside and do the exact same thing with another band. So wrap it around 4 times. Get a lighter blue band. And get all these orange bands onto this lighter blue band. Like this. Now you're going to keep it aside for later. Now for the eyes. So take one of your black bands and wrap it around your hook 4 times. Take one of your lighter blue bands and pull all the black bands onto it. Just like you did with the feet. Like that. And now you're going to put this aside as well and do the exact same thing for the other eye. Now we can go on to the main part of the bird, the actual body. We'll attach all of these later at the different layers. So first, take your lighter band, and we're just going to be using these pegs around your loom, so you don't need much. So you're going to go to the end of your loom here, twist it, and put it around the other peg. You're going to keep doing that, going around this way. Once you have that, you're going to push it down, ready for the second row. Now, for the second row, we are going to be attaching the feet. So get one of your feet here and open it out like this, so you have it like this. Now you're going to put it on these parts of the loom. So go to the middle part until this side, like that, as you can see. And you're going to do the same for the other side for your other foot. In the middle to the side without twisting it. Now you're going to keep adding bands around here without twisting it. Just keep it straight like this. Like that. Now you're going to get your hook and turn the loom on its side. You want to take the bottom 2 bands and lift it up and over. Make sure you're lifting it up and over from the outside and not from the inside. So take the bottom two, lift it up and over. Be careful not to lose any bands though. And don't forget to do this end peg. And other one. So now we're going to push all these bands down and do the third row. So you're just going to do the same thing, no twisting, and adding the bands all around. Make sure the bands are put on securely so they won't come off, like that. So now we're going to do the exact same thing. Take the bottom two bands and bring it to the top. Now this is row 4. All of this is quite repetitive. Putting it on straight again, all around these pegs. And now we have to take the bottom two bands up from the outside and letting it go on the inside. Okay, time for row number 5. So we're just going to do the same thing. Make sure you don't miss any bands. You want to get all the 2 bands on each peg up and over. So take the bottom 2 bands up and over like you've been doing before. Make sure you do this for all the pegs. Now we're at row number 6 and we're close to adding the wings on now. So we're just doing the same thing. And now we're lifting up and over. And row number 7. And after this row, we're going to be attaching the wings. So we're just going to keep on doing the same thing. And now we're going to lift the bottom 2 up. Now this is row number 8 and we are going to be adding the wings. But first we need to add some bands going this way. So at the top here, you're going to add a band going from here to here and the same from here to here. Now we're going to get our wings and attach them. So you can take the wings off and try and get them on your finger and attach them if you want. So I'm going to do this side first. So you get these 2 bands here. This band will go on top of this side and this one on this side. Be careful not to lose the bands or you'll have to do the wings over again. Like this. So your wings should be attached like this. And now you have to do the same to the other side. Just like that. Now we're going to get the last 2 bands and cover these sides. So get 2 bands and cover these sides. And then we're just going to do the same up and over. It doesn't matter that the wings are there, they're just attached. So just do the same up and over. Like this. Make sure the bands don't overlap, or else you will put the wrong bands over. If you want, you can just pull your wings a little bit so they don't get caught up in all your looming. Now we're at row number 9 and we're almost done. So just keep the same thing. Just ignore the wings for now, they're just there. So we're just gonna keep on adding our bands like normal. And now we're going to do the same up and over, taking the bottom 2 bands. Make sure the bands don't overlap so you get the right bands. Now we're ready for row number 10, where we're going to be adding the face. So with your hook, take your final orange band and wrap it around 4 times. Like this. Now, you have to be careful you don't lose your bands. You're going to take the bands off this peg, like this. And you're going to move all those bands onto this band, like we've been doing before. We're going to just move them onto here for the beak. Like this. Now you're going to attach these bands back onto the peg, which can be a bit difficult, like this. It will be attached there. Time for the eyes. So get one eye and, like the feet, go from here to here. And do the same with the other eye from here to here. And then you're going to keep on adding bands around here. Now we're going to do up and over again. Now for the last layer, layer 11. We're going to do the same thing we've been doing before. Add the bands around and then do up and over, taking the bottom 2 bands. Now lift them up. Now, this is the very important part where if you're not careful, you could lose all your work. So you have to be very careful of this. We're going to take our bird off the loom. So take your hook and go through this peg. Get the bands off like that and go around this way. But be careful with them. Taking the birds off the loom like this. So this is what you should have right now. This is what you'll have now. So take your final band and you're going to do what you've been doing before. Loop all of these bands onto here. Oops. Once you've got all those bands onto here, you're going to move this down and bring this bit on here. Now we're going to tie a slip knot to make sure it doesn't fall apart. So take this band and pull it over this band and the hook, like this. And then pull it to make sure it's secure, just like that. So now you should be left with this loop. You can attach it to keychains, but if you don't want that, I'll show you how to get rid of this loop. So go to the back of your bird and go through these loops for the first layer. Then come out round about here. Now you're going to take this loop here with your hook and pull it down. So now I've got it and I'm going to just pull it down through the body and take my hook out. And there you have it. Your bird is done and you can put it on top of pencils as well. In my next video, I might make a Christmas tree. So please like and subscribe to let me know.